All right. Welcome everybody. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon at this point. It's a little late in the afternoon, but good morning, good afternoon. It's the 700, the Guppy, the Fluff. I don't know what do they call it? The baby Boeing, the Guppy, the what's it called? Fluff, fat little ugly frick F word. It's called. I don't know. Look up the meanings. It's the Guppy. It's back. PMDG dropped it 2 days ago. I just didn't have time to fly it a few days ago, so we're doing it now. Just a short little hop to Kansas City. I don't know. Never been there before. Never actually, I've ever flown there. So why not? Why not today? Beautiful Chicago in the background there. We do have another aircraft here. It came in from somewhere. I think, did he already despawn? Yeah, he already did. Okay. I'm not even connected. Hold on. We're Southwest 2644 type. Boeing 737, and what is our cell cal? We do not have a cell cal. That actually works out in our favor. We're gonna go ahead and connect. Nothing here. We're gonna go full load of passengers, 148 people. We're gonna take off runway 04 right. straight back over there, and then runway 9er to land. Sounds good. We got hour 45 block time. We can go ahead and load it up on GSX and load up our... Is my door open? Load up our flight on here. This door's not open. Let's open that up. Go back over here. Reload. Reload. We'll pre-file the flight on VATSIM, and we will get her started. Now, first things first, we're going to go ahead and get the batteries on. We'll pump the sounds up because we are using the Boris sound pack. Might as well, you know, have it running. Just why the heck not? You know what I mean? That's filed. We got that ready. Hello, hello, Drunk Billy. Welcome. Just in time for another one. We're going to get the battery, and we will get it started. We're going to squawk 7245 as auto ATC instructed. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let the sounds speak for themselves. Battery. Alright, I don't know why I said that. Anyway, what? Hold on. Either way, get it started, go to auto for the seatbelts. Chime will stay off for now. We're just using that for our advantage. We got the ground power connected. We'll get everything started, and we'll actually get the APU started as well. So we're going to get the forward left tank on. We'll get the APU started. Watch the EGT bump up. There you go. And while everything's loading in, you requested it, right? Departure Midway is 3043. It's actually very nice, very warm right now in Chicago. And I say warm, and it's 11 degrees Celsius. So take my word for a grain of salt, apparently. Winds are coming out of the east at quite the gust, so that should be pretty fun. But I do want to listen to that APU startup, since it is a brand new aircraft. Just came out Thursday, I believe they dropped it at about 4 p.m. So we should have quite the fun time flying it today. Do I pay for Boris? The update for 2024 was free, actually. I paid for the 2020 version, and then the 2024 one came out. It was a free upgrade for everybody who already had it. And I actually just spawned into this aircraft first time, like 30 minutes ago, and I had to get all my camera views set up, all my default states, and I had to re-update the Boris sounds. There's the APU, and we'll get the bleed on as well, so generators. The APU all set up. Ventilation valve to open. We actually don't need this yet. Hold on. Give it all a second. Flight directors 1, flight directors 2, my side first. Let's go ahead and get boarding started. Because we got the APU running. We'll go boarding. That should go on this other page. Yes. We can go ahead and actually... Do we have the packs on? They gotta go to auto. Here we go. Now they're running. We're gonna go to here. Payload, it's got that on max. Beautiful, just set that up. Parking brake is in fact set, so we can actually release the shocks. And the ground power too. Why not? Or hold on. No, yeah, we can release the shocks. I love this old Southwest livery. I wish they brought it back. Wish they still had the retro liveries too. And while they get everything sorted up, we might as well work our way through as well. So departure, airports. What departure do we have? Let's see. That is way too close. We have just direct to Piku. How do you pronounce that? So I guess we'll look at the Midway 8. And where's Piku? Piku's over here. Got it. So we will most likely make a left-hand turn, I think. Hold on, Cicero 4. How would they have us doing that? Anything via routing, or am I gonna have to look it up myself? Because we're taking a runway 4 right, so we're gonna go this way, so towards downtown, and Pico's all the way back here. I'm thinking we're definitely gonna have to I'm thinking, are we gonna turn left and head this way, or are we gonna go south like that and kind of loop around the Chicago Heights VOR here? Let me actually go ahead and see how they're doing it in real life. Retro livery or dying arts? Really, man? Come on, bro. Not the golden ones. The golden ones, I can agree with that. But these old ones, these are so good. The Canyon, they're called Canyon Blue. That's what they're called. Midway to Kansas City. We have an 800 doing it right today. Okay, he makes an immediate hard left turn. Got it. And actually, here's how they're doing it. So, give it a second. Let's actually go ahead back over here and start this up. Nav data? Oh, of course. Gotta update my nav data before I do anything. Grab the left GPS. Oh, wait, no, hold on. We gotta go K Midway. That's where we are. Did it update already, or is it gonna give us a second? Routes. Midway. Flight plan request from SimBrief. I'm gonna set the fuel and select the route. And give that a second to load. We're gonna take runway 04 right for departure. And let's see if it gives us that weird bug that I always get. With the 737 in 2024, I always get a weird bug where it just never wants to align the IRS. I don't see him anymore. Yeah, I actually got the honor of flying on one about a year before they retired it. November 7-8. Let me go ahead and type this out. I flew on November 7813P about a year before it was retired. This was the second to last one that was retired. I flew it in January of 22, I think. Yes, January of 2022, from Cancun back to Chicago. That was my most recent time of flying Southwest. I don't fly Southwest much, but I flew a regular livery there, and then I flew on this one back. It got, again, second to last. It got retired, I think, 2 years ago at this point, because it's 2026 now. If we go to load, give it a second to load, and then back over here. So again, hard left turn. And we'll actually, we can draw a line from the Midway DME going that way. Unless, no, this is a localizer, hold on. We'll just go straight from the airport, because if you look at how it's going to have the route doing, let's go ahead and activate that. If we go to plan, actually, hold on, let me just make sure that we can, in fact, uplink our position. That's not going to give us an option, is it? Unless it's going to take a second. Of course I never switched him onto nav. Here we go. That's the one thing I keep forgetting. Now if we go back over here, position, give it a second. Now it'll take time. If we go to, this works, right? Yeah, it does. Hold on, systems. Right, align. There we go. I keep forgetting about that. So we'll paste that in here. Now we got the primary coming online once it's done. Route. If we go to plan, route, I don't know. Data. I think it's 5. I forgot. Is it 4,000 or 3,000 initial? So from PQ, if you see, it's a direct line from Midway. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna do a complete 180-degree turn, straight like that, and then down to this line, and then we'll go direct to PK. From PK, it is direct to Pig, direct to Quan, direct to Carrot, and direct to Bullet. From Bullets, if we go back over here, from Bullet, it is the route 3 arrival into runway 9er. Let's actually open up a chart just to see what that looks like. So we'll pin the Midway 8 just for now, just so we have a reference. And then for arrival, we said the route 3. I hope nav data is not going to restrict me here. Where is it? Here's Bullet, 24,000. What's our cruise, actually? I never even got to look at that. Cruise has us going 34,000. Okay, that's not too bad. From Paul, we are most likely going to go to Saki at 5,100 knots. I think, right? No, this is for 27. Oh, runway 9er. Okay. My bad. So we're going to go... Is it Buddy? Hold on. Approach, we need 09. ILS 09. You can come in from Adov. Now from Adov, can we get a transition from there or not? Maybe from Girls, from right here. Yeah, ILS runway 9er. Okay, so what is that going to look like? So if we go to Departure. 4 right. Oh, well, hold on. Let me go back to legs. Here we go. Departure. Midway 4 right. If we... I think we take midway or... Yeah, we'll take the midway. Perfect. And then... like that. Okay, cool. Then back to index. Then for arrival, we said the ILS 9er for the Route 3 arrival. Bullet transition. Additive transition. So what is that going to look like if we execute that? Step, 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 step. It's not even that far of a flight, too. It's like an hour. From Paul to Chris. Ginger to girls. And then from girls, it's a vector to additive. Which I think if we delete the vector... Oh, right. I can't do that. This is how you do it in a Boeing. You take additive, move it up here. Are they in the same place? It is just a waypoint on top of each other. Okay. So you know what? From we'll just go from Stram like that. There we go. Because it's just 2 waypoints on top of each other. We just don't need that. From girls to Stram. That's 6,000, 5,400, 5,000, 4,400, 3,800. Straight into runway 9er. Beautiful. Go back to init. And I think we go to... not progress. There was something else. Really quickly. I want to see something. Oh, no, 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 no. We don't need that. We need... That's not where you do it. Okay. So it's going to be in setup, aircraft, equipment. Yeah, here we go. Vickers. And then fans 2. Yes, this is the one we're looking for. You have 2 options of MCD. You either can have the old one, the 737 one, or you could use the fans 2. This is the one that the 777 uses, and I actually like this one a lot more, just because I feel like it's a 737, and it's actually I don't really even have a reason for that. Menu, FS actions, ground service for this one. We always go hit power. I don't know why it had that. Payload, actually, we're gonna go to fuel page just for the information. We need, what do we need? We need, is it wins request? No, it's not wins. It was performance. Here we go. Performance init request. It's gonna give us 340 and our 0 fuel weight of 120.3. We can cross-check that over here as well. 120.3, 120.4, it's the same thing. Max weight. Load that. 380, no. I think if I load a 340, execute that. Paste 340 in here. 120.3, reserves of 5.7. Alt reserves, 5.7. Yep, that's good. Cost index of 20. Cruise wind 278 of 5.3. And OAT of -58. -46. Average IC deviation is 0.1. We don't need any of that. Alright, cool. This is all set. We'll go over to N1 limit, and this is where we're going to do the performance. We'll go back to charts here, and then we'll pin the airport charts here, and then we need the gates as well. Yeah, here we go. Because I don't think they use this concourse anymore, do they? If we go to... Has everybody done boarding, actually? Hello? I mean, we're a full plane, right? So we shouldn't have an issue. Because we are a full plane. Come on, GSX. You're killing me. Beautiful. GSX is being retarded again. Pin. That's good. Alright, we'll go to the midway charts for now. We're just going to push facing that way. And then straight to on Yankee cross these 2 runways. And take off runway 4 right full length. It is midway nonetheless. And then for performance, that's what I was going to do. Here we go. Performance. Take runway 4 right. For both of them, we're going to take the takeoff fuel. Import weather 3043 is what we had. That's right. 3043, right on the dot. Very nice. For the weather, it's all good. Calculate that. We're gonna use flaps 1, takeoff 1. So what was the cell? 3-1 was the cell temperature. 3-1, takeoff 1. We'll use climb 1 as well. Can we please get GSX to load, or do I have to restart it? Yeah, what if we run this? Parking brake set? No, it's not. Why is that not set? Cool. Takeoff, flaps 1. We see trim 23.7 and 5.67. What's trim? Trim 23.7, 5.67, 6690.7. That's fine. Takeoff speeds 31, 33, 39. And 139 will be our IAS speed. 139, I said. For heading, what was the heading? It was 039, I think. Airbus Sim Pilot, welcome, man. 047. And the altitude out of Midway. I haven't flown out of Midway in such a long time. What is the initial altitude? It is 3,000. Okay. So 3,000 on the altitude. Holy. 3,000 on altitude. We'll go 047 on all the courses. There we go. 047. The rest of the fuel pump's on. There's no fuel in the center tanks. With these on. Yaw damper on. Temperature is fine. It's like 72, but I will cool them a little bit. Actually, just not even that much. Alright, we're ready for push. Here we go. Let's get pushback. Now I decided to start. And I think we're all set. What's the length of the departing runway? Going to be 64, so we'll just go 64 and put that in there. Alright. We are all set. Beautiful. Legs. Back to here. Quick. I did want to see something. It was in menu. FS actions. Heaven lights are auto, right? Yeah. I'm going to face right. Let's quickly contact Midway on CTAF. And what is CTAF on Midway? 135.2. Wow. 135.2. Let's actually set up our comms as well. Hello? 135.2. VHF 2 is 121.5. Oh, I haven't listened to this in a while. 121.5. VHF 1. Transmit. Cabin and speakers. Not even PA. Listen to that. Alright, that's all set. Okay. And the squawking 72. Oh, hold on. 7245. Expander. It's on. There you go. Alright, well, ready. Parking brakes are released. And we're rolling. Start the clock. The first one, at least. Actually, I did want to see something. PMDG options simulation. Never got a throttle show thrust position levers. Auto throttle manual override. No. High idle flare. Call out airspeed alive. All these call outs. No view. None of that. Auto time compression. No, we're gonna go direct sim control. You know, my side only, right? Alright, nice. All set here. We're gonna go ahead and start one. We're gonna shut up for it. Oh, that was fast. Can I set the parking brakes? Yeah. Setting parking brakes. Alright, we're starting one, and I'm gonna shut up for that. Starting one. I have to go start on one. That was very fast. We're gonna go engine 2. Ground. We're gonna go from this view now. Perfect, let's start on 1 and 2. We're going to go ahead and flick the packs back to auto. Isolation valve here. Get the engine generators on. APU can come off. APU bleed can come off. Auto, auto, auto on all 3. RTO for the auto brake. Go on this one. Heading 040, we'll go LNAV, VNAV. Let me back out of here. FS actions, right? Yeah. Stay on this page. Beautiful. Taxi. It's gonna be just again straight on the Yankee, and we're gonna make a. Nah, we'll have to merge right past this line. Cool beans. We're gonna go flaps. Flaps 1, right? Yeah. Flaps 1. That's flaps 2. Why is that flaps 2? That should not be flaps 2. Here we go. Flaps 1. I gotta change that. Cool. Taxiing. We're gonna go. These lights are on. APU's off. Strobes on. Collision. I should have turned that on a while ago. Cruise of 34,000, and we'll just guess the landing altitude at 1,000 for now. We'll set it up later. Cool. Parking brakes are released. We'll get her. Go ahead and get her rolling. Cooling up. That sound is the best. And once we cross that runway, we'll be all set too. 1 to 2.8 on standby. Let's get that on before I forget. Let's make sure we're on center line too before we enter the runway. Midway traffic. Hold on. Midway traffic. Southwest 2644 crossing runway 13 right and 13 left at Midway. Is there anybody actually here? Oh, there's a few guys. Are they even on our frequency? Not even. This guy right here, obviously. Speeding him up. Come on, we're Southwest. You gotta be kidding me. Back to plan. Put 10 on here, and we'll go. Is that 40 on there? Gotta be kidding me. Come on. They really did something to this plane, didn't they? TCAS has to be on. Where's TCAS? Here we go. Lights technically should be on for that, but oh well. I'll get the strobes on. Strobe and steady. Since we're crossing the runway. Actually, not the takeoff lights. It was the strobes. Kansas is 1072, 1027. We're looking at the runway elevation. So if we would go over here, runway 9er, 1015. Okay, so we'd round down. Okay, so 10,000. We actually got it on the dot. Nice. Close enough. Yeah, we look at the runway elevation. Cool. We're crossing this. We can go ahead and disable the. I'll go back to steady on this one. This is just like a small runway. I don't even know why it still exists. I think all GA traffic uses the main ones either way. Yeah, this is disgraceful. Come on. Don't so slow. That is a screenshot for the ages. That is beautiful. We can add that to our screenshot list. Come on. You gotta be kidding me. What if we do another one? Maybe a little up like this. Nah, it's too late already. There's Midway Tower. I think it'd be over there. I actually also thought it was always over there. We're gonna do a rolling takeoff, even though we're not supposed to in this airport, but we are. Continuous. Takeoff lights. We need strobe and steady. Go ahead and cross-check. Flight attendant, seats for takeoff. Chicago traffic, Southwest 2644, lining up and taking off runway 04, right, the rolling takeoff, Midway traffic. Let's see, we got TARA. We do. Are the lights all on? Pull them up, come on. Why are we going so slow? You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna bring those sounds up. Sounds are nice and high so we can hear the beautiful 737 roar. Let's make this turn right here. Very short. Here we go. Rolling takeoff. Rolling. I said rolling. Toga.
Airspeed alive. 80 knots.
Check. Holy.
V1.
Rotate.
Rotate.
Gear.
Great.
Go autopilot. There we go. Alright, there's that level off. We'll start our turn so we don't get into downtown area. So, left side. 47. We're gonna fly heading 227. We'll bring the flaps up. And we'll keep 3,000 for now. think we may have started the turn a little bit too late. But I do want to see. Just to make sure. You know what? We can actually go ahead and climb. Since there's no departing O'Hare traffic, is there? Does not look like it. So we'll go ahead and climb there. Get these lights off. These can come off. Gear cannot go up. No, okay. We're good. This is Morton East, no, Morton West Campus 2, I believe. I know my Chicago suburbs. That is, oh, that's the other area for O'Hare, okay. I'm gonna see where everything is. What is that? That's the hospital, right? That is a hospital. Oh, that's the hospital. Okay. Morton's over here. That's a Costco. And you know what? We will climb. Gotta make sure I got traffic on. Yeah, you know what? We'll go. Climb even more. Let's go up to 340 right off the bat. 340. And you know what? No, we're gonna go weather here. We're gonna go terrain here and traffic on both sides. Here we go. All right, we're gonna go direct to PK. I don't know how you pronounce that. Right here's that left turn. We're gonna climb through 10,000. We can get the lights off as well. Everything is off. Flaps up. Auto brake can come off. We are out of here. That bump that we hit on the runway, that wasn't a... Okay, I wanted to make sure that wasn't a, didn't count as a touchdown for some random reason. And no, it did not, which is good. Cool, we're all set. Climbing through 10,000. We can actually zoom all the way out. We should be able to see... Oh, yeah, we can see it for sure. So we'll zoom in on here, and we'll keep this one 2 notches below. Just enough so we can see our top of climb. Which is, again, 34,000, which is... I thought was a little high, but... Oh, well. Get the sim sounds... We'll see, get the sounds for the simulator down a little bit. Here we go. I love these views. There's O'Hare over there. And actually, I learned that Southwest is going to pull out of O'Hare. They've been flying there for a while now. They're going to officially leave Chicago O'Hare. Kind of unfortunate, but that's the only place I've ever actually flown out of Southwest in the past 10 years. By the way, these right here, this is my mod. I just used that. And then Chicago, downtown Chicago was left in the distance there. Midway is back in the distance over there. We are on our way. Maybe I should readjust these camera views. Hold on. There we go. I'll zoom out on here. That. Like that. Like that. Like that. 3 times on this one. 3 times on this one. Beautiful. I actually don't mind this view back here. I like the shimmering on the winglets. 18,000. We'll push standard. Is the Midway's much cheaper? What, for flying out of? You'd be surprised. Actually, no. I fly mostly Spirit and Frontier. So, Southwest has gone a little too corporate. Even nowadays, I don't feel good about flying them. Doesn't feel like a good airline anymore, if that makes sense. I do want to see something. There is time acceleration here, right? There is. Okay, it's just going to be over here. Yeah, we're not doing time acceleration. Come on, we're not that dumb. Actually, there's a Delta aircraft calling in from Indianapolis. He's going to St. Louis. Sorry, he's going to go to Kansas City as well. Actually, hold on. How many aircraft are flying into Kansas City? There's an American right now flying in there from Fort Worth. Click. Okay, so it's literally just me, the Delta, and then the one American. There's a left-hand turn directed to Pig now. Actually, we're above 27,000. We can get the seatbelts off now. We'll keep our heading bugged, however. We gotta go a little up. Here we go. And then if we go back to the charts, we can unpin Midway, unpin all these. Let's go ahead and actually quickly pre-set up for the arrival. 094 would be the course. So 094. 109.7 is the ILS. So swap that 109.7. Okay, hold on. Switch modes. Here we go. 10970. Yes. Punch that in. Swap 10970. Swap. Here we go. We're good there. Should not be any traffic in our way at all, actually. The nearest aircraft to us right now is a departure from Chicago. And he's heading up to London Heathrow, the 777. On top of clamps coming up as well. And there is top of climb. Does the plane feel different with the new update? Not really. Unless I forgot how the 737 taxis, because I haven't flown a 737 in literally 2 to 3 months because of how much I hated the 800. Way too many bugs, way too many crashes, way too laggy. The 700, you know what? Very smooth compared to the 800. And those are the only two that I have, the 800 and the 700. And they feel absolutely amazing. The 800 does not feel good. The 700 feels very nice. I do remember the rudder pedals being very sensitive, which they still are. Which I think PMDG can fix that. But the taxiing, that was the one thing. So I have a weird thing where with my rudder pedals, if I simply tap on them, you see how they start geeking out like this. And so I can't put my foot fully on the rudder pedal without it freaking modulating the brake. So the second I tap the rudder pedals, the plane freaking and stops fully. So I like put my toes on the very edge of the rudder pedals and steer like that. So it's a little hard to steer sometimes. But aside from that, all the movements, all the feelings are all exactly the same. I don't feel a single difference. Is my camera like lagging or something? My camera is in fact lagging. Why is it lagging? 30 FPS. Look, 30 FPS, amazing. Brand new camera, $30, and it's 4K, but it is um not 60 FPS as advertised. That's alright though, as long as it's not delayed. When is top of descent? Because that should be coming up soon as well. Right here. So we'll go down to... What should we go down to? We'll go down to, I think, was it 4,400? Or girls is at 6,000. So we'll go down to 6,000 once we're actually there. 6,000, and it'll start by itself as well. We got that set up. The course is all set up. The heading bugs to 244. We'll zoom in on here. Just keep that one close for us. And the weight 131. If we go to VNAV, is this where it is? Yeah, fuel at MCI is 8.1. What are we currently at? Progress. Yeah, 8.1. Where do I see my current fuel? Oh, fuel quantity 10.8. An 8.1, so a 2.7 difference. So we go back here. 2.7. What's our current weight? Gross weight is 131.0. So if we subtract 2.7 from that, we'd get 129.3. We get 132 for our landing speed. Very nice. If we go back over here to here. Anybody ever actually use those pages? Go landing en route, runway 9er. From the aircraft, we do actually get our landing weight, 128.3. Did I get that wrong? No. That gives us some more leisure room. Flaps 30, auto brake 3, yeah. And then if we have 0 to 0 with the winds, I guess a direct headwind would be maybe 2? Maybe not even completely. Yeah, we would have nearly no headwind, but it would be an extreme crosswind landing. So, hold on. So, are they actually landing runway 9er at this point, or are they landing something else? Because I'm confused. So what are the winds in Kansas City according to that place? Yeah, from the north. Are they not going to change the runway? I'm so confused. Because if the wind is 0 to 0 at 9... that will most certainly favor runway, was it 01 left or right? I have no idea which one they usually land. It would most certainly favor one of these instead of runway 9er. It's not the length, it's just the heading. Because runway 1 left would give us, first of all, straight in taxi. I don't care, I think we most likely land 08 right, I believe. But I'm really curious and interested why that's so. Yo, I just found a Doomsday plane on Flight Radar 24. I literally just found the Doomsday plane just flying over Kansas City. Going from, is it Macon or Macon? Macon, Georgia. I know where Macon is. Macon, Middle, Georgia? Bruh. I've drove through the city before. It's very nice. Very nice, but it's very dead, though. What is wrong with the water? Either way, he's at 32,000. I'm gonna have to watch this one. 750125. Oh, he overflew. I mean, I don't know. As you can see, they're still directing onto this runway right here. If we look at this Southwest, he's still gonna be flying this Delta. This, no, he's not going there. If he's going to Kansas City, but he's got to sit from the north. Probably approaching the same way. So that's why that's why it seems so weird. We can go over to Unicom. I forgot about that. Should we be the first ones to change our SID or stick with the crowd? Because, like, what is everybody else landing? It's fine. We'll land 09. We're just going to have a really bad crosswind. But when has that actually stopped us? Like, actually. Cool. Alright, we got that figured out. There's a Eastern Airlines here. I'm pretty sure this is a charter, right? Because I saw one of these at O'Hare when I went plane spotting a little while ago. Yeah, this is, first of all, what is going on here? Second of all, this is definitely, what's it called? This is definitely a maintenance hangar. Okay, so okay, no, he landed here. Even he landed, like, pretty well. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. Alright, we'll just stick with the normal, with the runway that was assigned to us. So with the update specifically, it just gave it a new cabin, like a way better cabin. First of all, it's got the reflectivity of the whatever this texture is. Very well done. Oh, this is the air stairs. They got them installed. Actually, hold on. What else is down here? Oh yeah, the wheel well is actually modeled this time. What else? What else? Again, the seats are good. These are operational. The window shades are operational. Very modern cabin. And of course, this actually works. Do the lights work? No, they don't work, but these actually work. Because if you look back in 2020, it was all like a P3D port. It was very 2D. And now, thankfully, PMDG actually did a really great job. I think this works too, right? The shades? Maybe? No? No. Bathrooms? Okay, so I'm tugging. Is there anything? There's nothing actually there. They're locked. The thing is, I'm on Instagram, so I know that there's a trick where you can lift this thing up and open it up. That's actually very cool. You can like tug into what anime does. Does this work too? Yes, it does. This should be like that. I don't know. I never armed the doors, did I? Oops. Doors, arm all. Why is this one white? Oh, they're armed. Okay. That scared me. Okay. So we'll go. First of all, let's not on the door. That's a lot bigger of a bathroom than I remember. Okay, I did arm them all of them. When they do more than port, they're very nice. Yeah, and then I guess that's why it took so long, which I respect it. Honestly, if I would have known that this is what they're doing to their planes, I would not have complained about releasing the 700 last, which still doesn't really make sense since they brought the 600 and the 900 over. Releasing the 800 definitely was the right choice, but I don't know why they went for the 900 and then the 600. It definitely should have been like the 800, then the 900. I'm fine with that, but then immediately, either the same day with the 900, move the 700 as well, and then the 600 finally in the end. Or just release them in the order that they did for Flight Simulator 2020. You know, 700, 800, 900, 600. And these, you got the hooks model too. You got all this. There's actual space. Wait, so does that mean I can open these? No, I can't. Are there any click spots here? No. Coffee maker? Let me make myself a coffee real quick. I know this works for sure. If we go back over here, yeah, that works for sure. I'll disappear. Oh, okay. Very nice. Galleys don't actually pop out. Is this actually 3D animated? This is. Okay. This is all animated. This is all, not animated, but it's all modeled. They're very weird on releasing communication. That's the one thing that they definitely should work on. And of course, the cabin lights. Can I actually go through the door? No, I actually do have to go through the door to click stuff. That's very nice. Because I can open the door. Oh, okay. They all got a range. Cool. I can't even do anything at all until I'm through the door. And then I can interact. Okay, very well made. Does this door work? No, it's just the handle. Yeah, they don't... If they model the bathrooms, then it's a complete aircraft. There's no bathroom here right now. Coming soon. Environment, maintenance. Very, very nice. I like it. Quickly walk in here. Oh, does the peephole actually work? Now that would be insane if it actually did. That's where all the pins go. Nice handle here. Standard airworthiness certificates. When was this issued? 2025. Might have forged somebody's signature, I guess, unless I don't know who Cal Varnson is. Very cool. There is a jump seat here, right? Yeah.
You're telling me I gotta sit in this for the next 2 hours? I'll catch the next one. It's on an Airbus.
Is that V1? Oh my gosh, that's V1. How do I fold it back up? Where is the click spot? I'll fold it back up. Ah. That's actually V1. What the heck? Oh, wait, no. We're going over here. That's insane.
Man, this jump seat kills me. When you guys putting an Airbus bid in?
Oh, that's, I think that's actually Boris. I want to hear V1 again. That was nice. Is my headphone green? Yeah, they are. Okay, sometimes there is no sound. Circuit breakers still don't work. Which is alright.
You call this a jump seat? I thought this is where you put the crew in.
I love it. I love it. Absolutely do. I might have to rewatch V1's stream, see if he noticed it. Are the cookies still there? Where would the cookies be? Let me see. Probably be out there, right? There's... Oh, that is so cool. Okay, this is where you enable the headphone stimulation. What the heck? Okay, so that's where you activate it. Cookies. I'm guessing they'd be... Oh, whoa, what did I update here? Hold on, what did I click for this? Aha, these do actually work. Very nice. Cookies. Where would the cookies be? I'm guessing they'd be out here, right? What? What did I click? Oh, I know what I clicked. Oh, I think they were over here. No, I don't think they are. Let me look it up. In the cockpit. Okay, so then probably not. Maybe over here. Maybe they should like throw a cookie in there. Actually, what is this? Oh, it's for luggage. Okay. No, they're probably not here then. Unless I am not looking in the right place. Either way, that's weather. What the heck? Alright, Talbot said it's coming up in about 5 minutes here. What is this weather that's coming up in our way? Oh, I see. I see what it is. Unfortunately, actual visual weather still sucks in Microsoft Flight Simulator. So, I guess, I don't know. fun weather, dude. I know. It's always like this. Oh, it's all up north. That's where it is. Okay, so I guess this is it most. All that over there is most of it. $3021. There's Sabah descent. What is the weather looking like? Performance, landing. Oh, we already got that figured out, right? At about a halfway. 3021. There we go. So about halfway through the runway. Is that optimal, or are we gonna stop like in the right at the intersection? Oh, we can make it right before. It's yeah. Unless I check right now and they just updated the weather information for Kansas City and they're landing something else now. That's not Kansas City. Nope, they're still landing the exact same stuff. So we're gonna exit somewhere here. Hold on, really quickly. There was a Southwest that arrived recently. Which taxiway did he take? He took the far one, so it's gonna be Delta we're gonna take. Delta up through here. 1 second. We said auto brake 3, so we got auto brake 3 all set up. And I think at this point we should dodge most of the weather at this point. It's all heading northeast, I want to say. Or we're just gonna fly like right through it. I can't tell at this point. I think he'll dodge it. Yeah, I think most of it's just gonna go away. I'm trying to turn something off. Here we go. Yeah, let me bring this up. Come on, here we go. Basically, most of it's just gonna go north. This might be a little inaccurate, but I think it's all heading. Although, hold on, the squall is like going in that direction. Let me actually go ahead and check on my phone, because that's where the weather's most accurate. Come on, weather app, load. No, it is actually heading northeast. Oh, cool. Straight for Chicago. Ah, it's not even gonna hit us. Might have showers tomorrow, or Monday morning. That's fine. So this is through the clouds. We'll get the seatbelts on as well, because it's through 25,000 at this point. I think it's appropriate to turn them on now. We're at 6,000 what we're going down to right now. Yeah, the 243, my bad. I don't know why I bugged it up a little more. And then for gates, which ones are for Southwest? They have a ton of them. Southwest is basically this entire south side here. The Bravo, the whole number of Bravos, all of these. So we'll take whichever one we want. And I think we're going to take Delta, the Delta 3. Trying to see. Yeah, so we're most likely gonna take what's it called? One of these southern ones. We'll probably take Bravo 62 just to give us some wiggle room. But Bravo 62, cool. Yeah, this is where all the weather is at. It's all up there. There's a rainbow, so obviously there's some rain there. Thus, rainbow. Yeah, this is all it right here. Very, very slight rainbow. We said 1,000 was for the landing altitude. For the actual approach itself, and again, this was on top of another waypoint, on top of girl. So we just deleted. We deleted. What's it called? As. Did I just unpin it? Where is it? ILS. That. Pin. Okay. Yeah, so we just deleted additive and instead just had girls fly direct to Stram. Go back to this one. Zoom in here, that's to 40. This will go to actually also 40. Honestly, why not? No terrain issues, just weather. And then is there any traffic coming in? Again, there was that one Delta coming in from Indianapolis, but he's like way behind us. And I mean he's way behind us. Cool. And then nobody actually in Kansas City. I don't think they're actually still using the old gates, even though it says they might be. What was the altimeter again? Back here, no. The weight 3021. That's what it is. 3021. Then it's 16 down to 3021 and then down to 16,000. That's most of the weather right there, which doesn't even look that bad in the simulator until you end up flying right through it and you realize, oh shoot, this is literally like a storm. So we're done through 10,000, and there's more to descend through. Oh, wait, hold on. No, flaps have to be at 40. Here we go. Okay, we're good. Auto brake 3, flaps 40. 131 actually at this point, so yeah, we don't need any. Here we go. Here we go, 10,000. We'll get the lights on as well right here. Most of the weather's already behind us. Oh yeah, that's most of it. That's the most of it. And what is the Kansas City CTAF? 128.2. Got it, 128.2. So we'll get that tuned. 128.2. Nice. And again, we're gonna stop way short of the runway, so we should be fine here. Just this one flight. We're not doing a return flight or anything. What was next after that? There was a. Let me actually go back over to. Let me go over to plan and see what the next steps are. 44, 38. We'll go down to 3,000. Down to. Down to 3,000. Yes, the camera really is lagging. Wow. I got 3,000. Oh, nice. Right in one scroll. What is this little knob here? No idea. Visibility said was 10, right? Should be. Yeah, visibility's 10. Just a few clouds at 1,000 and then 1,600. We should be fine. We should have runway nice and early. Here we are coming in. I can bump the sounds up now at this point. That looks fine. I would much rather listen to it in here. in the actual seats. Descending, yes sir. Down through 8,000 at this point. Down to 8,000 feet, and we are gonna have replays as well. For some reason, there are 2 arrivals into Kansas City. What is it called? Kansas City downtown. There's an airport there. What the heck? The private airport there, but that's kind of cool. I think one is in Kansas, one's in Nebraska. Oh, Kansas one. No, one's in Missouri, one's in Kansas. I can't tell for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, airfield's going to be over on our left-hand side if we're going to be seeing it at all. Probably not from here. I want to see if there's an option with this. Not forecast. Okay, no, I guess it's not here. Back to legs. Here we go. What's the go around here? Real quick for 3. Dang it, bro. Alright. We got everything for the approach. For the go around, it's gonna be runway heading of 089. Not runway heading, but a little bit off. At 4,000. And the Kansas City DME is MCI, so we'll go over to fix info. Is it KMCI or no? It's just MCI. We'll put one at 25. Ring, actually no, we'll put it at 10. Put a ring at 10. Here we go. Just enough to engulf everything. We'll zoom in on here, zoom in on here, and then we need runway heading, which is, no, we need 089, right? Is that how you do it? That is how you do it. Okay. On radial of 089, cool. So we have all that set up. Alright, we're at flaps 1 speed already. Kansas City is going to be right through downtown. This is my first time ever flying into this airport. I think literally ever in the simulator. No, I've been here once. Back in like 2021 when I first got the sim. I think. When I first got 2020. I think maybe once I've flown into Kansas City and never before. Kansas City and Tulsa. I definitely got to get Tulsa. Because I know that's a really big Southwest. Yeah, Flight to Ohio has a Tulsa. Very nice. I'll get that one sometime. Tulsa to Kansas City. That could be a cool route. Alright, bro. Come on. I'm not that. Alright, cool. We'll go flaps 1. Or flaps 2, I guess. Guess for some reason it doesn't, The heck is in my seat? Weird. Alright, bump the sounds way up now. Here we go. Here's that right-hand turn. Into the clouds we go. Very white clouds. Very nice. There's the ground right there. Start bugging up the heading. 232. We'll zoom in on here and on here, just so I can have the ring a little better to see. We have the localizer coming to live over here. We've got 10.7 DME for RNI, and that's right, for the ILS DME, my bad. Go through on flaps 5. That's going to be flaps 10. So flaps 5. My bad. There's flaps 5. What if I move it a little bit back, actually? Like, over here. Is that better? No, I like this one. Let me get that recorder open. Flight recorder is ready. We'll get G's up and running as well. Flaps 10. Flaps 10. Rebug the heading 163, and we're going to do it again actually right now. How far are we out? About 10 miles DME. Okay, we still got plenty of time. We don't got to rush on anything. No rush. There's the profiler coming back on. We'll keep flaps 10 for now. And I believe we're going to follow this road in. Here we are. Are we on localizer? No, we're going to turn left here and we're going to go flaps 15. Even though I'm going to be on flaps 10. Gear down. Go. Approach mode. The approach mode is ready. Why did the glide slope not pick up? 094. Oh my gosh, bro. Dude, are we serious right now? Why is it holding? And now we gotta the spoilers out. One, 3, 1. Flaps full. My aircraft. This is such a mess. Alright, and it'll slow down by itself. Beautiful. So, autopilot, my aircraft. All the lights are on. Engine modes. We'll start the recording here. Arm the speed brakes. There's that crosswind I was talking about. Completely from the other side now. Auto thrust is off. My aircraft fully. Your flaps full. Auto brake. Speed brake armed. Bit of a chaotic approach because for some reason everything just shifted for some reason. But we're on the runway now, which is good.
100. 50. 30.
You got it. Float her down.
10.
Jeez, negative 300 for the first one. That's right. And a bounce, too. Reversers. That's right, we made it to Kansas City. Reversers up. And speed brakes can come in as well. Auto brake off. These can come in. These can all come in. Make a left turn here. Yeah, I don't know why the course shifted completely. That was a mess. Flaps up. Can clean up the gas. Disarm both of these. This is what I was talking about with the slow taxing. And what is he yelling about? Left-hand turn here. We will speed it up. Delta is going to be all the way down to over here. We said what was the gate we were going to use? It's going to be Bravo 62. There we are. 25 knot taxi. Turn all of this off. Weather radar and TFC. We'll get the APU started as well. That's in fast Southwest taxi like usual. Where's that Delta, by the way? Oh, he's not even on the downwind yet. Okay. We're way ahead of him. Yeah, I don't get why this plane slows down so fast. Never did that before. These gates. So bad. Come on, give us some juice. I'm gonna get her up to like 35 knots right now. There's our taxiway. It's gonna be Delta 1. Or one of these right here. Okay, so it's still not even finished. The Bravo 62 we said. No, we know where that is. Southwest. What the hell is wrong with the textures in this airport? And why are we slowing down? Bravo 62, here we go. We'll get all the lights off. This is it right here with the awesome view of the terminal. Holy oversteer. We actually made it on the center pretty well. Okay, so there are no ground textures. Got it. Why the hell are we not going? That's alright. Parking brake. APU comes on. This comes open and armed. This stays on auto. Seatbelts. We will listen to the spool down. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas City. I don't know what the heck is wrong with the ground textures. This is just like a straight Google Earth scan. Like, that's literally a plane on the ground. If we go ahead and start deboarding. If we check on G's, it's negative 300. Yeah, kind of a slammer just because something happened. We are not actually going to do the replay. Yeah, this airport, for some reason, really outdated. Something happened here. I don't know what exactly, but something didn't work with the file that I got. Which is weird. Like, actual Kansas City is... Holy, is it doing the same thing as with the 777? No ground power. Actual Kansas City is... somewhere over there. In the distance. Jetway? Where is the jetway? Why is it all the way up here? I mean, the terminal does not even look all that bad. It looks like a Kansas City terminal. Like, that's all I can say from that. I know for sure there was a store, like a giant Chiefs guy, right? Like with a mannequin with Chiefs uniform. Think. No way they're gonna have this here. There are more gates in this area. I don't know if these are usable though. Okay, no, they are. I just have no idea who parks here. Okay, cool. So, quite the landing. I have to fix something with these textures. Again, I have no idea what the heck is happening. There's a Delta on downward. We're not gonna wait for him. We're just gonna end it right here and now. There's no reason to continue. I gotta fix this airport. We'll try to fly out of here again. Maybe go over to Denver or something. Try something cooler, possibly, with this plane. But thank everybody for watching, for tuning in this afternoon. I appreciate it a lot. And I'll see you guys all next time. Again, we're gonna have the Sydney to Hong Kong flight sometime next week. But until that time, see you guys later. Peace.
Sink rate. Pull up. Pull.